if people have taken any offense, we are, of course, really, really sorry.
Hello everyone, I'm Joseph Dinesh, a Catholic commentator from Sydney, Australia. In today's video, we are going to analyze the apology given by the Olympic Committee for mocking Christianity by depicting the Last Supper in a derogative way during the opening ceremony. But more importantly, I want to use this incident to explore what makes an apology genuine and when it is appropriate to accept an apology for someone who has hurt you or offended you. This is really important to discuss because I have noticed, especially among family members, people often get away with insincere apologies when they never truly meant to seek forgiveness and keep repeating the mistakes again and again in an abusive way. So it is very important to discern what is a sincere apology. So let's get started. In the first clip, let's listen to Annie Deschamps, the spokesperson for Paris 2024, as she delivers the apology. Let's hear what she has to say.
And clearly there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. On the contrary, I think that Thomas Joly really tried to really intend to celebrate community tolerance. That was his word yesterday. And looking at the result of the polls that we shared, we believe that this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are, of course, really, really sorry.
For those who could not understand, let me read it one more time. I quote, "Clearly, there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group. The opening ceremony tried to celebrate community tolerance. We believe this ambition was achieved. If people have taken any offense, we are really sorry." At first glance, this might seem like a decent apology because they said the words, "we are sorry." However, Bishop Barron calls out the insincerity and explains what constitutes a genuine apology. Let's listen to what he has to say.
If people have taken any offense, we're truly sorry. In other words, if you're so simple-minded and stupid to have been offended by this wonderful expression of French culture, well, we're sorry about that. Christians were offended because it was offensive, and it was intended to be offensive. So please don't patronize us with this condescending remark about, well, if you had any, bad feelings, we're awfully sorry about that. Again, if people think this is somehow going to mollify people all over the Christian world who are outraged by what happened, I would recommend thinking again. And a real apology would be something like, this was a mistake, it should never have been done, and we're sorry for it. I don't think Christians should be mollified. I think we should keep raising our voices.
Now, in my opinion, there are three clear signs of insincere apology based on the Catholic understanding of the sacrament of confession. The first sign is when someone doesn't take responsibility for their actions and fails to clearly state what they did was wrong. They might say things like, "I didn't mean it that way. I didn't think it would come off that way." When they say those things, it clearly shows they are not owning up to their behavior. For example, when we go into the confessional, we don't say things like, "I didn't mean to commit this sin. I didn't know that this was sinful." The very fact that we go for confession is because we acknowledge what we did was sinful, right? Second, if an apology starts with phrases like, "if I have hurt you in any way," or "if I have offended you," it means that they are only apologizing for how you feel, not for what they did. It shows that they haven't fully accepted their fault. For example, when we go into the confessional, we don't say, "if I have sinned," but rather we say, "Father, please forgive me for I have sinned." Third, if they don't assure you with a statement of resolve like, "I will make sure that this doesn't happen again," it only shows that they are not committed to changing and preventing the same mistakes in the future. In this case, the apology they give is null and void. For example, at the end of our confession, when we say the act of contrition, we say, "I firmly resolve, with the help of thy grace, to sin no more and to avoid the near occasions of sin." Which means the resolve not to commit the mistake again should be a crucial part of any apology. Now let's apply these principles to the apology rendered by the Olympic Committee. First, did they even acknowledge what they did was wrong? They began their statement by saying, "It was not our intention to disrespect any religious group," which means they are essentially saying, "We didn't intend to disrespect anyone, but if you feel disrespected, that's on you." This clearly shows they didn't want to take any responsibility for their actions or admit that what they did was wrong. Second, they start their apology with the word "if," isn't it? I quote, "If people have taken any offense, we are really sorry." Basically, they are saying, we are sorry if you have taken offense to what we did. This means they are not apologizing for their actions, but rather for the fact that you were offended. This clearly indicates that they don't think what they did was wrong. Therefore, the words "we are sorry" are just a formality rather than a genuine expression of contrition. Finally, it is evident from their brief apology that they are not promising this won't happen again. In fact, they say, I quote, "The opening ceremony tried to celebrate community tolerance. We believe this ambition was achieved." Now, since they believe what they did promoted tolerance, you can be sure that they will likely do it again unless there is a strong resistance from Christians or divine intervention. So based on our analysis, we can confidently say that the apology rendered by the Olympic Committee was absolutely fake and insincere. Now that out of the way, let's apply this to our personal lives. How should Christians respond to fake apologies, especially from friends or family members? First, call out their fake apology and clearly state that you don't accept it. Second, forgive them anyway and move on. Third, keep your distance from this person until they offer a sincere apology and take steps towards reconciliation. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. God bless you.